All right, hey everybody, welcome to HarvestLab. So glad you're here. This is only going to be a quick, short video just to make sure that you know how to get the most out of the school experience. So, first off, very clearly you have content that you can go through at your own pace. So what you have access to when you first get here is you have a growing library of resources that you can tap into. And as you go along and interact, there'll be unlockable content for leadership development that you have access to. Right? So these are designed to meet you, right where you are. No matter where you are, whether you're just exploring church planting or whether you're years down the road and you are multiplying other churches, right? The beauty of school and the beauty of online learning is that you can go at your own pace, at your own time. But don't stop there. Right? The power of school and the power of online content is not that you can just access everything, in your pajamas, but that you have access to a community. Right? Learning is half the part, but the community is the other half. So that's where the real power is that you have access to content and you have access to community, because we all long to walk alongside people who are like us, who are experiencing the same things that we are. And so, like Proverbs says, right? Iron sharpens iron, and so one man sharpens another, and we need sharpening. And we need that by people who are like us, who are experiencing and walking through the trenches with us in similar circumstances. So, to get the most out of HarvestLab, right, you have to participate. So this is where the equipping meets the community that is being forged. And so I want you to think of it like this. Right, this is a growing community of Pauls and Timothys. Right, Pauls and Timothys, those who are mentors to us, who are further along in the process. And then there are Timothys, who are not as far along in the process as we are. So we have access to a whole bunch of Pauls, and we can be Pauls to a whole bunch of Timothys. Because the whole goal is for all of us to succeed together, because we all have the same mission, don't we? We all have the mission to advance the gospel, to advance the kingdom. That's what we're all in here for, and we're all on the same playing field, so let's help each other succeed in our respective areas. Right? So here's my encouragement to you. Right? Make activity a daily part of your rhythm. Right? So your daily rhythms of life and your workflow and your pastoral ministries, make interaction in this community a part of that daily rhythm. So, if you have a question about what needs to happen, maybe you're experiencing something you've never experienced before. You're walking alongside one of your sheep and you just don't quite know how to handle it. Well, someone in this community does. So, post a question so you can get your question answered and be that to someone else. As other people post questions, right? You can be the one that has the answer. Right? I'm not going to have all the answers, and each of us individually are not going to have all the answers, but collectively we will. And so we need to be able to ask those questions and be intentional to answer those questions when they arise. And then share your wins and share your struggles. Allow brothers and sisters to come alongside you in this journey so that we can walk this road and succeed together. That's really the purpose of having an online community in the first place. Or just have access to people that we wouldn't ordinarily have access to. Right, so that's how you'll grow, and that's how we will succeed together. So this digital space, right, brings us together so we don't have to walk the church planting road alone. Right, in this community, we're linking arms together. We're learning together. We're lifting one another up. We're praying for one another. And we'll not only, by doing this, see our own churches thrive, we'll see the kingdom multiply, which is, again, why we're all here. So, how do you get the most out of school? Get access to the learning, go through that at your own pace, but engage, participate, right? Dive in, get involved, and let's sharpen one another for the work that God has called us to do.